Picture this. You're the most powerful person in your country. You've got nuclear codes, people cheering your name, and the weight of the free world on your shoulders. You're practically invincible, right? Wrong. Even presidents and prime ministers have one unavoidable weakness: gravity. Just ask President Bola Tinubu of Nigeria. Even in the most carefully orchestrated photo ops, the ground can be a fickle friend. From stumbles on stairs to slips on the world stage, today we're diving into 8 surprisingly common and often hilarious worlds of presidential pratfalls. Our first contender for the Most Graceful Recovery Award goes to President Joe Biden. On June 20th, 2023, while handing out diplomas at a U.S. Air Force Academy graduation ceremony, Joe Biden, president of the world's most powerful country, finishes his address, turns to depart, and bam! An 81-year-old goes down on stage. But what truly elevates this fall is Biden's reaction. Instead of the usual panicked scramble, Biden pops back up, dusts himself off, and with a grin, carries on like nothing happened. It was a masterclass in turning a potential disaster into a relatable human moment. Next up, we travel to the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum in 2019. Amidst high-stakes diplomacy, Xi Jinping nearly takes an unexpected tumble. While walking on the stage with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and other world leaders, Mr. Xi slowly started to fall. Thankfully, security personnel quickly steadied the Chinese premier, a fleeting glimpse of vulnerability from a man who rarely shows it. Our next tumble takes us to the realm of professional hockey. In 2019, President Vladimir Putin, the man who rides shirtless on horseback, met his match on a sheet of ice. After scoring a goal, Putin was basking in applause when his feet went out from under him. It was a spectacular fall. Luckily, Putin popped right back up, brushed himself off, and continued his victory lap like the consummate showman he is. From the ice rink, we journey to the world of red carpets in 2015, where Robert Mugabe, then president of Zimbabwe, upon arriving in Harare, learned that even the most meticulously planned events can go awry. At Harare International Airport, Mugabe, resplendent in his presidential finery, was returning from a trip abroad when disaster struck. Down went Mugabe, in a moment captured for all eternity by the ever-watchful eye of the media. But you know what? Some journalists were forced to delete videos and photos to avoid embarrassment. Our next presidential tumble transports us back to 1975. Gerald Ford, the 38th U.S. president, known for his athleticism, missed a step while disembarking Air Force One in Salzburg, Austria, and tumbled down several stairs. It was a moment of pure slapstick, made all the funnier by the expressions of horrified concern on the faces of the Austrian dignitaries waiting below. Case what happened next. The president apologized, saying, "I am sorry I tumbled in." Our next stop takes us to Paris, where Helle Thorning, then Prime Minister of Denmark, discovered that even the grandest palaces can hold hidden dangers. In 2015, during a state visit to the Élysée Palace, Thorning-Schmidt, the 26th Danish Prime Minister, looking elegant and composed, was ascending a flight of stairs when her heel caught. She lost her balance, screamed, and stumbled, narrowly avoiding a full-blown tumble. Now it's time to talk about Boris Johnson, the former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. In 2014, Johnson, then Mayor of London, was participating in a charity tug-of-war competition. Pulling with all his might, his face contorted in determination, when suddenly the rope snapped and bam! Johnson went down, but his enthusiasm remained undeterred. Our final stop takes us to Beijing, China, where Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady herself, experienced a rare moment of public vulnerability. In 1982, during her first official visit to China, Thatcher was exiting the Great Hall of the People when disaster struck. As she descended the steps, her heel caught on the edge of the carpet, sending her tumbling to the ground. And there you have it, guys. 8 times world leaders took a tumble, proving that even the most powerful people on the planet are susceptible to the occasional gravitational mishap. In these moments of unexpected clumsiness, we see a glimpse of something all too human: vulnerability. These leaders remind us that everyone has their ups and downs. So the next time you see President Bola Tinubu or any president take a tumble, appreciate the absurdity of it all. The reminder that even in the highest echelons of power, gravity always wins. Thanks for watching, guys. But before you go, please give me a thumbs up.